This conference will now be recorded.
Apart from what we have discussed yesterday.
No, Vikram.
Okay, yeah. So I'll share my screen and start today's content. Yeah, hope you see my screen. Yeah. So today we'll discuss about general topics of Tosca and how the projects begin and what are the types of projects and what are the types of licenses and everything. And nothing technical today, but yeah, this is helpful for you to get into the teams projects and everything. Okay, so let's start with what are the types of licenses available for Tosca uh, development. Okay, so firstly we have one simple license called trial license, which is valid for as of now. Tosca Tricentis is giving trial license for 86 days. So I'll guide you how to get that. No, don't worry. In coming classes we'll start there only. The technical things start there only. And there are some other types of licenses where commercial licenses, which is for development, integrations and everything. So I mean, depends on what applications organization is going to automate, and how many people they want to automate and everything. Yeah, your organization decides how many licenses would be needed. So they are called commercial or development licenses. Okay, so you'll have access to everything, to all the projects. You can check out everything. You can develop your own test cases. You can execute them. You can generate reports. You can integrate with any other tools, like ALM, Jira. There is a Tricentis product called Qtest. Integrations happens, everything. So this is what generally you'll go through or you'll be working with. But there are other types of licenses also, like execute only licenses. So see, after development, right? Maybe your project took somewhere around 1 year to develop. So while development, you need more team members, and then you purchase 6 or 7 licenses. So the development is completed and reviewed, everything is done, optimized, and they are ready to be executed. Then you don't need any development further. So it is waste of a lot of money for the organizations, right? So Tricentis have come up with a separate license category called execute only licenses. So you need to have only one development license for making any changes or anything. Then we can purchase execute only licenses, which will be useful for execution of the test cases. See, there will be some regression cycles, like weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly. We need to new versions will be released, and the entire regression suite has to be run. So this is one of the licenses, and there is one more license category called read-only licenses. Okay, this will be useful for management or top leaders to see what is happening, and what is the stage of the, the regression happening, or basically they don't have any development rights. Okay, you can simply see only. You cannot edit anything. You cannot simply change a name also with this read-only licenses. Okay? These are some of the license types. So for this practice purpose, yes, we are going to have trial license. I'll guide you how to get that, and we'll be working on that happily. And once you get into your own projects or into your organizations, definitely only after purchasing the licenses, setting up everything. It is not very easy. Okay, so we need to have the server, then everything needs to be set up. There are many services, like file services, reporting services, integration services and all, which will be taken care by administrators and architects. Okay, don't worry about that. then everything will be set up and you will be given one username and password. You can of course reset it or change it anytime, and then log into your common repository and then work with your project or your application development. Okay, so this is about types of licenses. And then there are two types of workspaces. Okay? Again, it is a Tosca is a license tool, and it is a desktop application kind of thing. So this is how it looks. And see, this is one of the repositories or your workspaces, which is like single user repository. So with this, only I will be able to work on, and you cannot see what I work unless I show you. But this will be used for practice purpose and all. But usually in the organizations you have something called multi-user workspace. Okay, so with this, if there are 7 members in your team or entire organization, yes, all 7 people can see what you do, and you can see what other people do also, and everything will be recorded. Whatever changes you make, if you delete someone's module or test case, yes, you will be caught, and everything will be recorded, because you cannot simply delete that. We have some option like this. See, team, this is the menu which will be appearing enabled once you log into your multi-user workspace. So you cannot simply delete something or add something like that. See, now I'm able to add all these options, right? See, search and add test tab, or I'll be able to create a new test case like this and everything. But in real time and multi-user workspace, you cannot do that simply. You have to check it out first. Any folder. If you want to create a test case in this folder, you have to check out firstly, and then you have to add something. Yes, again in this training program also, we are going to see how multi-user workspace looks. Up my own multi-user workspace for showing you. Anyway, that is not exactly what you do in the real-time environments. That is completely different. That entire thing will be configured in the server level, and you cannot see that. But I'll show you how to deal with
Sorry to
these four
interrupt,
options.
Vikram.
Yeah, yeah, please, no problem.
I have one doubt. For
Hmm.
multi-user accessibility to the workspace, only who have access to that respective workspace can access that, or it is accessible to all globally.
Yeah, so there are different components in it. Workspace is for you, and you have to connect to the multi-user or common repository. See, I'll show you. Okay, don't worry. Close workspace. Okay, so while creating itself, see now, once you install your Tosca, it looks like this. You don't see any test cases, modules, or anything. To see them,
Okay.
you have to create your own workspace.
Mm.
And once you start creating it, see, we get these many kinds of repositories. Now we are using only single user repository or your single user workspace. We are not connecting to anything. It is simply your local machine only. But there are other types of repositories, like SQLite, Oracle, MS SQL Server, DB2. Depends on how your organization is designing the way you want to work and all. If we connect to some SQLite, see, we have to give many details. If we connect to something like MS SQL Server, see, schema. If you delete this, see, schema, connection string, and all. So all 7, sorry, say there are 7 automation members required for your project. So everyone have to give the same detail here, and then once you click on OK, you will be connected to the common repository using your workspace. So then you will have access to everything, and that can be restricted also by admins. See, there are 2 projects going on simultaneously, and you don't want, or admins don't want you to see what's happening in the other project. Same way, Okay? They don't want other team members to see what is happening in your
So
project.
user
Yes,
level restriction also is there. User level accessibility
yes.
restriction. That's what my
Yeah,
question.
that,
Okay.
yes, exactly. That can be done at the server level. I'll show you how the server looks also. I have set up everything. I'll show you how it happens. And so for now, I'm simply showing the single user workspace only. I have set up, you are seeing, right, some multi-user workspace and everything. There, if you go into that, these will be enabled.
And Vikram, one question regarding
Yeah.
multi-user. Yeah. So all the test scripts will not be on cloud. It will be on the company's some database server.
Mhm.
Is it right understanding?
It is not no way connected to cloud. Everything
Okay, okay.
is connected to the local repositories only, local
Local
server
report.
level.
Okay,
Yeah. As of now, we are not using any cloud services, but yeah, Tricentis is coming with cloud services. It is in like beta testing. Okay. People have given us some licenses. We are also testing, but some more improvements are needed. So we suggested all those. So they are continuously improving, and maybe they may come up with commercial license for cloud also in next March.
got it.
So
Thank you.
the next financial year. So as of now, nothing is on cloud. Everything will be managed and maintained by the organization level servers only.
Got it. Thank you.
That's what we are seeing while creating the workspaces, right? We have to connect to one of the servers. That's it.
Right.
Okay. Any questions or can I proceed? Okay. See, you are seeing some properties here, right? So see, created by, modified by, and even dates also, date and timings also. If you do something wrong or anything, right? If you delete something and all, or if you make unnecessary changes and it created problems to other team members also, you will be caught. Yeah. So where did we stop? Multi-user workspace, right? Yeah. So yeah, I mean this is how it looks, and this will be enabled. So I'll show you that also. And the next one would be, we'll see it later. Okay, so types of Tosca projects. There are various kinds, and the most frequently used will be three kinds of projects. Okay, first one would be integration projects, like application is being developed and they want to see the integrations and data flow. Okay, so I mean, people will hire you for Tosca development during this stage also, but not too much. But yeah, it is there. And then Scrum projects again, they want to have some Scrum cycles, or weekly Scrums or bi-weekly Scrums, and they want to develop a few test cases on Scrum basis. So this is second kind of Tosca projects, but majorly, 90% of the Tosca projects are regression projects only, regression developments or projects, whatever you call. So you will be hired and you will be given some timeline, okay, 6 months, 1 year, depends on estimations and all. See, once you enter into Tosca project, everything will be many things will be done in the background, like estimations, then commercials, everything will be worked on, and then you'll be taken for your role and all. Then will be given some time, like 6 months or 1 year, and yeah, that will be extendable as we proceed and all. So 90% of the Tosca projects will be regression projects only. So you don't have too much uh, you know strict timelines or anything, because the automation will not go as per the plan, right? There will be some variations, 10-20%, so you need not worry about strict timelines and everything. Yeah, it is too much flexible when it comes to Tosca. So yeah, as I mentioned, 90% will be regression projects only. Okay, then what are different Tosca automation rules? Okay, so the basic Tosca developer will be called as automation engineer or Tosca developer basically, who is having somewhere around 1 to 2 years of experience. So he'll be involved into the basic automation development activities. Simply everything will be configured and given to him or her, depends on the role, and we'll start developing the test cases. Okay, so if you go into regression projects, right, you will be given some manual test cases like this. Now I am showing it in Excel, and there will be many formats, some PDF formats, some will be there in ALMs, HPQC or Jira manual test cases or anything. They'll be given to you which are already tested by manual testers. Sometimes you'll have very detailed test documents also. Like, see, every step will be documented by the manual testers in the form of screenshots, and it will be given to you properly. That's what yesterday. Many questions have come up, right? Do we need to have SAP knowledge? Do we need to have Salesforce knowledge and all? Yes, I mean, if they are hiring you for SAP projects, you need to have complete understand of how Tosca and SAP interacts and something like that. Then you will be given proper test cases with support from the functional people. Without functional people assistance, we will not be able to do anything, right? Because they are SAP consultants, we are automation consultants or automation developers, basically, Tosca developers. So we need to collaborate and uh, ask questions regarding the functionalities. See, some scenarios cannot be automated using Tosca in the way they have been. So we have to find some workarounds by consulting them. And finally, the test objective should be met. There may be, some 10-20% deviations from the manual test cases. See, now there are only 7 steps, right? Simply, they'll say that open demo web shop, then click on register link, then provide the registration page. Again, they'll give some test data and all. Then click on register button, verify successful registration, then simply log out from demo web shop and close application. But the actual Tosca test case will not consist simply 7 steps only. We may have 10, 15, 20 also, depending on how the application is behaving. We'll see that, as we proceed. We'll start scanning modules and we'll start developing the test cases also. And I'll show you how the Tosca test case is different from the manual test case exactly. It will not be exactly like what they say, but the final verification or the test objective will be met. It has to be met, then only it will be considered as proper automation test case and it will be passed in the review. So there are various stages in Tosca development, like firstly we'll start development and then we have to go for functional review and SME review also. The functional people will guide you through this test objective and all, but again we'll have to go through the SME review and then peer review. Like the test case which was developed by me will be reviewed by other team member, and I'll review the test case developed by other team member, whether all the best practices are met or not, and whether everything is optimized or not, and every different stages of Tosca development. And whatever test case I develop will be run by other team member. Same way, vice versa. Test cases developed by other team member will be run by me. Then only it will be considered as complete, and it will go for review with the functional people or SMEs. Depends on the complexity. Okay? SMEs may not review all the test cases, but they may review some critical test cases and all. So once I give sign off only, they'll be considered as final test cases, and it has to be run from end to end without any flaw. So all this happens. Okay, we'll discuss everything what goes on in very detailed manner. I'll give you some documents also. Okay? I'll provide you at end of this training program also. Okay. So yeah, the basic role would be called as automation engineer or Tosca developer. So people will expect somewhere around 1 to 2 years of experience. Again, this is not a thumb rule, okay, but this is what is being followed in the industry as of now. So sometimes organizations will ask for 1 year, sometimes they'll ask for 3 years also for the basic role. That depends, but on in general industry standards, this is being followed as of now. Then automation specialist who has some critical knowledge and debugging knowledge or problem solving skills and everything, the basic problem solving skills and all. So he is called as automation specialist, and industry is expecting around 2 to 4 years of experience into those automation. Then technical lead or tech lead, some people will call as Tosca lead, something like that, who uh, for which organizations are asking around 8 years, 5 years and above, and they'll expect like we'll have to debug and resolve the issues which are being faced by these two people, automation engineer and automation specialist. We have to be able to do or uh, take them out any blockers or anything. So they are called technical leads. Then Tosca administrator, like this is again technical lead plus administrator knowledge also. Uh, the role will be like we have to deal with the Tosca issues also, and also the administration level issues also. Like if you are say facing some repository or server issues, or there will be many issues coming up as we keep on developing. So we have to deal with those also. New user creation, old if someone resigns and get out of the current project, we have to disable them, and then we have to create new users and onboard them into the Tosca project. So these all roles comes for the Tosca administrator. So basically technical lead plus also administrator knowledge. Then managers, managers, they may not have full Tosca knowledge, but yeah, uh, they'll have basic knowledge or Tosca product consultant certification. They'll not work on developing the test cases on day-to-day basis, but yeah, they need to have the proper or basic Tosca knowledge, and they will be like manager roles and all. So that's why people uh, come to these type of trainings also. Even managers come for Tosca training to understand the capabilities and to understand the issues what we face and many other things. So any questions from this part or uh, on the topics discussed so far? Okay, so we'll see about how Tosca looks and what are the components and sections in it. So this is how Tosca looks. Once you download Tosca, install and configure with your trial license or whatever it is. Okay, the Tosca will not take you to this part unless you are logged in with a valid license, be it trial license, be it commercial license, be it execute only license or read only license. It will not take you. It will stop or block you here only. Now I'm going to see this workspaces, right? Three, one, two, and three. You'll not see all this. I mean, you see if if any workspaces are existing, but they'll be grayed out and you will not be able to proceed further. So to do that, you have to like this. Uh, See license. It will be like this. If you are not configured with any license, it will say that no license found, no active license found, or I think no valid license found, and it will not take you to further. See, Tosca is same. Okay, if I connect to, change connection, and if I connect to some see self-hosted license server. Yeah, I answered some time back, right? If there is something on the cloud, no, there is nothing in the cloud. Everything will be self-hosted license server. See, if I connect to this, if I provide this address, port, and everything, I'll be connected to the common repository to multi-user workspace. Simple. So the version is same, but everything depends on the license you are getting connected. That's all. Okay. So once you configure your license, it looks like this. So this is called Tosca commander. See, Tosca commander, and this is the path where my workspace got created. And these are all the sections. Like we have standard modules, DWS, and all. So here we create the basic modules. Yesterday we have seen one application called demo web shop, right? So here we have register, login, shopping cart, wish list, books, computers, and everything, right? Where did I get them from? See, from here. So if I drag it onto my test case and try to click on register, Tosca is going to click on it. If I click on books, yes, it is going to click on books, the link basically. See, we have an icon called. So in the same way, see, the icon is different because this is a button, this is a link. So see, this is a checkbox. Again, this is a link, this is a checkbox, and everything like that. So this is the place. Modules is the section where we create the basic modules. Modules are the building blocks of test case. Any Tosca project should start with modules only. Without modules, you are not going to get anything. Modules are like bricks. With bricks, you can construct your own wall or anything. Then once the modules are, yeah, is someone trying to speak?
Yeah, so basically modules are like your page object, uh, right? Like similar to that, where you capture all the objects via pages, right? By
Yeah,
pages.
we call them controls in Tosca language. We call them controls. Each this register is a control, login is a control, shopping cart is a control, and we scan them in the module. See, register, login, shopping cart, books. We'll
So
speak in
how
very
would
detail.
we capture all these?
We'll see. We'll see in the once we uh, speak about technical things in Tosca, right? There are many things that needs to be handled. We'll discuss very detailed. Don't worry. Okay. So once your modules are ready, okay, this is my test case. This is the place or section where we create, delete, or any test case. Simply see, it says create a test case, and here I have register, right? So simply I'll drag it and drop it, and I'll try to click on my register link. So yeah, these are like some configurations and all. Don't worry, we'll discuss about everything in very detailed manner. I'll simply create my own things. Yeah, so yesterday we have seen like the test case got executed in Edge browser, right? That will not happen by default. We can decide on what browser we have to execute. If you don't define anything, test case will be run in the default browser. Okay, so see, if I run it, what I asked Tosca to do, simply go and click on my register link, run in Scratchbook. License not found for features. DevOps. Oh, something wrong. No problem. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, see, there is some error found. Why? I have a proper license. Let me see. See, I kept it in license server, right? But I did not give any details for that. So I need to go for cloud license. Yeah. So the trial license is called as cloud license, okay? Because everything is locally managed by the Tricentis on cloud. Anyway, the data will not go to any cloud, okay? It will be saved in the local machine only. I'll show you where it will be saved, how it can be retrieved, how it can be exported, how something can be imported. All that we'll see. Okay, see now I have all these licenses. Tosca Trail, then Tosca BI, Tosca Data Integrity, everything. Now I'll be able to execute that. Okay, so see now it is getting executed. So a little window there here that shows us the execution time and all. See, it went and clicked on register. Yeah, the application is slow basically. You know, I clicked on register, but it took some time to load my registration page, right? All these issues or synchronization issues, synchronization things can be handled very effectively using Tosca. That is one of the USPs of Tosca. Okay? In any other tool, we'll simply write a code to open the registration page, and if it is not loading in the stipulated time, the test case is going to fail. But in Tosca, we have many ways to deal it. Even if my registration page is taking some 10-20 seconds, yes, I'll be able to handle it very dynamically and very effectively also. Right now we have seen, right? So I clicked on register, but it took long to load my registration page. So yeah, this is where we develop the test cases basically, and execution where we execute the end-to-end test cases. This is what we have done yesterday, right? So see, I have run this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and all the logs will be saved till we try to delete that. So the fully developed test cases will be run in the execution list to generate report or to see the log, everything. Then requirements, yes, we can configure the requirements as per the organization or client requirements and everything, and we'll be able to do the risk-based testing with this by defining the frequency class, damage class, weight, contribution, everything. Then yeah, reporting. So you may wonder, right, why reporting is separately uh, in a section where we can simply generate a report from this. Yeah, whatever we are seeing here, right? So print report. See, we are seeing 4 kinds of reports. Where are we getting those from? From the reporting. See, you are seeing 4 kinds of reports here. The exact things you are going to see when you try to print a report. So in this, we'll be able to customize the reports also. Okay, so here we'll be creating one more, report like this. Maybe, but yeah, it is not configured, so it is showing in some error messages and all. So once we configure that properly, customize that and configure that properly, when we try to print a report, we are going to see a 5th kind of report, and we'll be able to generate our own customized report using that. So this is for reporting. And test case design, yes. So there are scenarios like, there is a scenario. See, mostly I'll be speaking in that ERP language. Okay, so basically I worked with my entire Tosca career. I worked with ERP projects majorly. So I'll be speaking in that fashion only. Please don't mind. So there is one test case like we are going to create sales order in SAP or Salesforce, not in Salesforce, in SAP or Oracle, anything. So what happens is, our company is there in different regions, different countries, and 50, 60 countries altogether. So each country will have different options, to create a sales order. We have different sets of data. Sometimes we have different options also. For some countries, we need not define any tax structure, but for some countries, we have to define the tax structures, then business units, and states, provinces, or something. So, are we going to create 60 test cases for 60 countries? No, not at all needed. In that scenarios, test case design will be useful. Like by creating a single test case, we'll be able to generate 50, 60, 100. There is no limit at all by creating test sheet here. See, simply create a test sheet, and see here, look, this is looking like an Excel sheet. So here we can populate all our data, then link it to the test case and generate multiple test cases. We'll see this in very detail. Then test planning, one of the sections, but it is not being used very extensively because most of the Tosca projects are regression and they don't go as per plan. 50% to 60% there will be deviations, so we are not at all using this. But yeah, see, we can create test plan like this, and we can assign different users, and see, we can define one scrum kind of thing, or some timeline, and we can define how many users, how many test cases should be developed and everything. But yeah, it is not being used very extensively, so don't worry. Then issues, again, we can raise bugs also, and also feature request. Again, this section is also not being used very extensively. At least I did not use this anytime, okay? Because once we raise a defect or a feature request, it has to go to the developer or SMEs, right? But SMEs don't have any developer license in Tosca. It is expensive, and the organization is not going to buy too many licenses. So if they have to be looped, we'll simply raise a defect or bug or feature request in one of the ALM tools only, but not in Tosca. So even this is also not being used, so don't worry about it. But yeah, we'll discuss, okay, how a bug can be created, or how a feature request can be created, and see it, how the states can be changed, everything. But yeah, in real time, it is not being used extensively. Is there something left? Yeah, so this is about overview of sections in Tosca command. Don't think that we are going very slow. Yes, so initial days, right? And we are having, these sessions are like free sessions to everyone. So once we done with all the formalities and start the real sessions, we are going to move very fast. Again, 1, 2, 3 sessions will be very slow, but yeah, then we'll speak about two technical things which can be repeated by you also. Then you will be, the sessions are going to be more and more interesting. Okay. Yeah, so this is all for now. We can take up any questions or clarifications.
Vikram, so like one kind of like a general thing, right? So your voice was somewhat like fluctuating like sometimes, right? Yeah, if you can take care of that from tomorrow, it will be great.
Is it for everyone or you only?
Yeah, even I faced sometimes with
What
it.
is happening? I mean, it is going up and down or how it is?
Yeah, it's going like up and down. Yeah,
Oh,
from like a
okay.
very low to like high. Yeah, it's like
Yes,
that.
from low to
Hmm. Okay, okay. I'll start using headset. Okay. Right now I'm speaking directly onto mic on my laptop, so I'll start using headset from tomorrow. You might have told that in the beginning only, right? Yeah. If you face some
Yeah, no
issues,
problem.
right? If you face any issues, just stop me. No problem. Not only today, anytime, anytime. Okay. If you don't understand something, or if you don't hear me, or if you are not seeing my screen, stop me immediately. No problem. Yeah. Okay. If there are no questions, yes, we can wind up for today, and we'll meet tomorrow at 9 p.m. IST.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Sneha. I'm from Hyderabad. Sorry to interrupt you. I have one question. Yeah, actually, I have completed 10. I'm having 10 years of experience in both manual testing and automation, Selenium, Java.
Mhm.
Right now, I wanted to move to this Tosca automation. So,
Hmm.
how much package I can get? Could you please let me know?
Yeah. Again, that depends on your current package also, right? Your current package and your interview performance. See, if you can claim around 2, 3 years of experience in Tosca, uh, and yeah, yesterday I mentioned, right? So 5 years, like 3 years into manual testing, 2 years into automation, we are getting around 12, 13 LPs. So again, if you are having 10 years of experience, right? So again, that depends on your current package also.
Okay, fine. And one more thing is, will you providing those software tools to us? I mean, to install in our systems to practice.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Only
Tool
Tosca
will be
software.
installed. Yeah, one second. Tool will be installed. You will be, I mean, I'll guide you how to get the trial license, and whatever I do will be doable by you also, and I
Okay.
expect you to do also. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Sorry, sir. I think I missed that part. So this trial version, how many days we can use, and if once that expires, how we can do the practice and also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So as of now, Tricentis is providing 84 days of free license, and if it gets expired, yes, you can request for trial license one more time. So 2 times for each email ID.
Mhm.
Okay, and
For
if you exhaust 2 times, yes, you can register with one more email ID, and you can request for uh, trial license 2 more times.
Gmail we can use.
Yeah, Gmail, your company mail ID, anything works.
Means
You
total
need to
160 days.
have access to that. Once you register into Tricentis portal, they'll ask you to verify the account. So if you verify, then you will get the chance to request for a cloud license.
So that is sufficient to practice all the
Yeah.
Tosca
Mm.
learning.
Yeah, all the day-to-day activities. Okay. There, I mean, these trial lessons have limitations like integrations and everything, but yeah, they are not day-to-day activities, right? So if you take this, automation engineer and automation specialist, whatever you do with these roles can be doable by trial license also.
Okay.
Yeah, any questions, or shall we wind up for today? Okay, so please reach admin team and finish your payment formalities and all, so that it will be easy for us to continue further. Okay.
So how many days, sir? Weekly? This
Weekly 5 days, Monday to Friday. If there are some Indian holidays, yeah, we may miss. Otherwise,
same
I'll be
time.
there for,
This is same
yeah,
time.
same time, 9 to 10 p.m.
So nothing is started, right? It is just only introduction is given and
Yeah, yesterday demo was given. Today we are going through Tosca. What is Tosca? How it, the general things,
okay.
not technical, but yeah. See, all these things also you need to know.
Okay.
These are not like some out of the syllabus or something. You need to have all this knowledge before entering into any Tosca project. Not just technical things, but this type of general things also you need to know.
Okay.
Okay, then. Hope there are no questions. So we'll wind up or wrap up for today, and we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Okay. Thank you all. Thanks for
Thank
joining.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.